Ake, who is the head of operations at Taxify. Many thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, a lot of Kenyans have been transitioning from the old traditional taxi services, and the current trends is that the younger people are opting to consider technology when it comes to perhaps taking a taxi to work, taking a taxi to clubs. What's the trends we are witnessing, especially in East Africa?
Okay, so first of all, Kenya is a very, very big market when it comes to ride hailing. And this is attributed to the high penetration of technology in Kenya. So at the moment, not only the millennials and the young people do subscribe to this service, even though the older population do subscribe to this service. And Kenya is, like I said, the penetration is very high, and it's a very key market for Taxify.
Mm-hmm. And looking at the ride-hailing sphere, there's been a lot of new entrants into the Kenyan market. Taxify, of course, we have the pioneers, Uber and Little Cab. How is competition so far? Is it helping in trying to bring down the costs?
Okay, so always competition is a good thing for the end consumer. And the good thing is with entrance, and so the competition is in such a way whereby not only does it benefit the end consumer, it also benefits the drivers, the people that are investing in this product. Because at the end of the day, every player, as much as they want the prices to come down for the riders, they will also want the drivers to be making money so that they can retain doing business with them.
And interestingly, that right now you're marking a year in Kenya since you launched operations. What are some of the key milestones you'd say you've been able to achieve, and what does the future hold?
Okay, so for 1 year, it's been an interesting 1 year. We first started with a lot of uncertainty, and especially coming from the driver's angle, because Taxify being originally from Estonia, there was this fear of a foreign company not understanding the needs of the drivers, and the fact that the other pioneers that were in the market, which were also foreign, there was this a bit of distrust in terms of would you go the route that the other players have gone, looking only from the point of view of the consumer and forgetting the driver. Now, so that was one of our biggest challenges when we launched. Now, so for me, I would say our biggest milestone has been being able to engage with the drivers and convince them and win their trust. Now, I'll give you a little example. When I first joined, it was the drivers were chanting, "Anoke must go." Now, after the trust was built, the drivers are now chanting, "Anoke for president." so that is something that goes to show that as Taxify, we've been able to engage with the drivers very well, and we have been able to get them to trust us because by ensuring that they always get high earnings.
All right. So finally, what are the future plans in terms of rolling out across the country and ensuring that you also have a good control of the East Africa market share? Okay.
So in terms of expansion for Kenya, we of course Nairobi, and we launched last quarter of last year in Mombasa as well. And so basically, we're just trying to also check other areas in the country whereby there's high penetration and there's high availability of vehicles and supply for us to expand. But at the moment, we are in Nairobi and Mombasa.
Okay.
And then, of course, also to mark our 1 year anniversary, Taxify partnered with Follow Me Talk to award iPhone X's, to just saying asante to the Kenyan people for their patronage and for making Taxify a household name.
All right.
So all you need to do is just take 5 rides per week and you get a chance to win an iPhone X.
Interesting place to end the interview. Many thanks.
Thank you very much.
In Lagos, they say, Oga Dito. Thank you very much for joining us, Christian Omoke, the head of operations at Taxify, talking to us about matters to do with the taxi business and casting interesting focus in the growth of the industry. Well, moving away from that, there was violent confrontations between police and Diani town residents over protracted land tussle in Kwale County. The locals blame security